Hello everyone, I'm Steve Talks. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'm looking at compliments. There's 5 fragrances in this list and they're all really good. However, it is a top 5 list, so number 1 is a little bit better than number 5, but it's not a huge difference. Now in the scent they may be a huge difference, but in terms of the compliment factor, if one's too expensive, if one is too cheap, or maybe you've already tried it or you don't really like it, then there's other options, and that's really the whole list. It's all really good. So starting this list off, we have Date for Men by Fragrance One. Can't really believe, but when I first sprayed this on, and I did a review, and then I did a whole full review, I wasn't really pleased with this fragrance. It's a whole different game in terms of compliments though. This fragrance, it pulls compliments. Everyone that's pretty much smelt this has said it smells good. I haven't really had anybody that complains about it unless they've already smelt Ultramile. Otherwise, it gets compliments, and overall, it's not too bad. It's just way too much in terms of price for it being a similar fragrance to Ultramile or Invictus or that type of fragrance. It's a little too much to pay for that kind of fragrance. However, in terms of compliments, it doesn't disappoint. Now, what's nice about this fragrance is that it also is very long lasting and it projects pretty heavily. Like, it can really fill up a whole room. I don't have to spray that much, even though I've gone through a lot of the bottle, but that's just because everyone that I wear it around likes it. So if I'm looking for something that's not too strong or these people already like that I know, then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna rock it because they like the scent. And I'm not really looking for compliments. I'm just looking for something that's not too strong in one direction that will throw people off in a group. This fragrance I never mentioned, but the scent is like Ultramile, which puts it in a sweet, clubby fragrance category. It's got notes of juniper berry, which is always a funny word to say. Juniper berry. Am I the only one that struggles with that? It's a funny word to say. It has notes of juniper berry, mandarin orange, bergamot, and cardamom, and there's oud in there as well. But the oud doesn't really come out. It's actually, I feel, more like the cardamom, but there is a subtlety of oud in the background, which makes the cardamom smell a bit more like oud. So this fragrance is a citrus aromatic type of fragrance, although it kind of leans more into that clubby, sweet fragrance category. So that's Date for Men. That's our number 5. And yeah, we've already gone into this video with Date for Men. Kind of took a while on that one, but we're moving on to a similar type of fragrance, but instead it has a nicer way of portraying the sweet clubby fragrance. This is Halloween Man X. This stuff is amazing, I'll tell you that. It's like bubblegum, but such a real type of bubblegum. It's almost like I would spray this fragrance on and then wash it off just to smell the opening again. That's how crazy this opening is for me. It's really a nice opening. I just put it over Date for Men because it does a better job than Date for Men, even though Date for Men pulls more compliments. But to me, I would much rather prefer using this fragrance because I just enjoy smelling it as well, and it doesn't become overly sweet. Although in the beginning it does have more of a bubblegum scent, but that coffee and cardamom mixture goes in deeper in the fragrance and makes it smell like a masculine yet sweet and bubblegummy fragrance. I really love this stuff, but it's one of those scents that is a very nice scent, but it's not huge in projection or longevity. Although it's decent in terms of longevity, but projection, it's not really that strong. This is Halloween Man X, and that's number 4. Next up on the list, we mentioned Ultramile quite a bit. There's no Ultramile in this list though, but there is a very familiar cousin, Amel La Parfum by Jean-Paul Gaultier. It has vanilla still, but it also has cardamom in it, and some oriental notes that bring a little warmth and a little spiciness in it. So overall, it's a little bit different than your typical clubbing fragrance that's that bubblegummy type of smell. It's more, a little bit masculine, a little clubby, a little sweet. It's got a little spiciness there. So it's got all these categories put in a nice way. It does last quite a bit, but it doesn't project that long, so it kind of loses in projection compared to Date for Men. In terms of smell, I would put it slightly above Halloween Man X, and in terms of compliments, it has been doing really well. That's Amel La Parfum by Jean-Paul Gaultier at our number 3 spot. Next up, we have Jazz Club by Mason Margiela. Now we're switching it up. We're leaving the bubblegum fragrances in the back, and we're bringing on some masculine tobacco rum. This fragrance is really, really nice. I mean, it does smell like a jazz club / jazz lounge. It's got that little cigar vibe, that sweet tobacco vibe, and it's also got rum. It's just a well put together fragrance. It's a nice masculine fragrance if you're looking for that. As the description says, heady cocktails and cigars. This fragrance is really, really good stuff. If you're looking again for something that's more away from the bubblegum, more into the masculine territory, the more manly territory, then I would recommend getting this. It's more on that pleasant, warm, sexual type of smell. It's really good, and I would really recommend this to anyone that's looking for that kind of fragrance. For compliments, it really pulls compliments. It really fills the room up. It really projects. It lasts long. There's no complaints about this one. I would definitely recommend rocking it in the winter and fall. Jazz Club by Mason Margiela is our number 2 spot. Now our number 1 spot is also another curve outside the masculine territory, outside the bubblegum territory, and more into the green tea, bergamot type of territory, the aromatic, fresh green scent. It's very strong stuff. You only need like 1 or 2 sprays. It's kind of got a limit, if you pass the limit, you're gonna get, oh, that smells really strong, or you got something that smells really strong on. Yeah, so you're gonna get that type of comment if you pass the limit. But if you stay under the limit, which for me is about 2 sprays, maybe 3, if I have put it on way before I leave, this is the Mean Green Pearl. At least for what you're paying, you're gonna be doing better than paying $250 for Date for Men. You can kind of take that away and put it into this one. I feel it's more worth it. Yeah, that's the number 1. The Mean Green Pearl. Really good stuff. I highly recommend it. If you're not a huge fan, I would try a sample. And if you don't like those whole green, fresh, tea, citrusy type of fragrances, then give any of the other ones a shot. They're all bangers on this list. Even though Date for Men gets hated, it has proven that really everybody around me that I mention it to or give them a sample or, let them smell it, they like it. So there ain't no complaints there. This is the top 5 compliment list done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know by leaving a like or subscribing if you're new. And if you have any other ideas or comments that you want to leave down below, I'll check them out and reply to you. See you guys later.